Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. So next week will be the release of the upcoming sequel to The Black Phone. The Black Phone 2 pretty much has its core cast, the three main characters, Ethan Hawke, Madeline McGraw, and Mason Thames, all returning to reprise their roles. I saw the first Black Phone in 2022, if I'm not mistaken, and it was, whew, man, loved the movie. I gave it rave reviews. Most people that saw the movie thought it was a great movie. It was a great mix of horror and suspense. Now, this time, if you didn't see the first one, basically, the Finney character ended up taking out the grabber, played by Ethan Hawke. Now, this time around, the grabber returns and it appears he ups the ante. He takes it up a notch. He doesn't physically appear, but he spiritually appears in apparently his sister's dreams. And basically, she's trying to um, give warning about basically something that has happened in some cabins. So once again, they have to join forces to fight off the grabber, but this time it's a little bit difficult because the grabber isn't physically there. So with that being said, they're going to go down the path of A Nightmare on Elm Street. Of course they're going to add their touch to it. If I'm not mistaken, the guy that directed the Black Phone 2 directed this movie called Sinister. I'd heard about that film, but I never got a chance to see it. But I am looking forward to this movie because it appears, according to reports, they're gonna up the ante as far as everything goes. The images, the violence. They're saying it's gonna be some gore in the film. You know, it's gonna be more intense. So it's really gonna dive deep into the horror element and scares in the film. So, with that being said, I'm all in. I am looking forward to this film. When I first heard that they were going to, put out a sequel, I was like, cool. Now, some people, are hesitant and they're skeptic because they like, damn, the first film was so brilliant. Why go there? You already know. If it makes doubtless it makes sense. Money talks and bullshit runs the marathon. The movie did $160 million worldwide on an $18 million budget. It's pretty modest for today's films. So, it was obvious, 2 plus 2 equals 4. 4 plus 4 equals 8. So 8 times 2 equals 16. 16 plus 16 is 30, of course. So, with that being said, of course they were gonna green light a sequel. But I think it's not going to disappoint because I've been looking at some early reviews of the film. Basically, I think they had a early debut of the film like sometime last month, and the reviews are out, and I've been watching and listening to the reviews, and they've been giving it the thumbs up. So you can count me in. Of course, I will have that review ready for you guys. I am really looking forward to this movie. This is a movie that I've been checking for all year. I like Ethan Hawke a lot as an actor. He's a great actor. And Madeline McGraw and Mason Thames were amazing in the first movie. You know, you can make an argument that that Madeline McGraw stole the show in the first film, and people are saying that she's gonna even be even better in the sequel. And I'm thinking, how much can this young lady get? But then again, she is from the Bay Area. She's from San Jose. So as I said before, I'm looking forward to this movie. So stay tuned. This is your boy Tail Biz. I'm out.